Hello, hello, hello. Mic test.
Hello?
Is there anybody?
Is there here?
Huh?
Is people here? Where is the people?
I cannot hear anything. I think there's nobody here.
Nobody's here.
Huh? Huh? What is that? What's that?
Hey, Eurovision Song Contest here. Okay.
Eurovision Song Contest, you think? Is this Eurovision?
Opernball is we have an Opernball here.
Opernball? Hello? Anyone? I cannot hear anything. Do you hear anyone?
I don't know. Awkward great against to Opmerland.
Okay, everything is working here.
Check, 1, 1, 1, 1.
How are you doing? Are you fine?
What is everybody?
I don't know. Ask the people if they are here. I cannot
Where is
hear.
the people? Who is the people?
Are you here? Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah.
I think there's some people, but I cannot hear really.
I cannot feel this.
Yeah. Perhaps you have to ask
The people
again.
is not so loud.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay. When we say zero, they say project.
I see zero.
Again.
Okay. I can what?
Again, they say we say zero, you say? Little bit.
I miss our conference. Where is the word conference? I see zero.
Okay. Hey! Nice. We can hear you.
Okay.
So now we want to heat you up.
A beat you up? What is a beat?
We're gonna make them warm. Wir heizen jetzt mal richtig ein, ja?
You are Conchita Wurst.
No, I'm Relups, and you are Okma.
What is Ogma?
You are the opener of Zero
No,
Project.
I'm not opener. Opener for Eurovision Song Contest.
No, Zero Project.
Warm up for the open power. I can dance when ich bin okay. I'm dancing.
So we have a song for you that's called Ooh Yeah Yeah Yeah, and when we
What
say
is ooh yeah, man?
our song,
I don't know what to say me.
he forgot the song. But you will remember when we say Ooh Yeah Yeah Yeah, then you
What
say
to say ooh yeah.
Ooh Yeah Yeah Yeah.
What is ooh yeah?
That's the song.
That's the song.
And you say Ooh Yeah Yeah Yeah. Can we practice?
Okay. I say ooh yeah.
Very good. So volume up.
Yo. The real Slim Shady. Ogma stand up.
Yeah.
8 Mal in der House, Ogma hier. Ja, was soll ich jetzt sagen? Ja, ich rappe hier für euch jetzt hier. Ja, I see FSV not here. This is okay for me.
And you are
Vote
Zero
for me.
Project.
Yes, all right. Ogma on the stage, on the left, on the right.
Ooh yeah
You
yeah
show me
yeah.
all around. I say, ooh yeah.
Ooh yeah yeah yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh yeah. Zero Project.
Yeah. I say, ooh yeah. Letztes Jahr noch in der FSC, jetzt hier leider nicht mehr beim FSC Kundenrat mit dabei. Jetzt endlich wieder als Rapper hier. Für euch mal hier. Ja, so soll ich sagen hier. Zero Project I say zero. You say?
Check!
Yes, alright. Yes, this ist Ockman on the stage. Neues Album kommt. Neue Schallplatte auch jetzt hier. Wir bringen bald eine neue Schallplatte raus jetzt hier. Yeah. I say, ooh yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Zero Project!
I say zero! Yes.
Zero!
Zero! Yes, alright. Ockman, great again.
Yeah, I think we can bring in the moderators. What do you think?
Okay, what is the moderators?
Where are the moderators? Are you ready? Zero Project!
Zero
Conference.
Project! Zero!
You are!
Alright! Real shady Ockman, stand up.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Have a nice conference.
Zero!
Woo.
For Ockma and Relapse. Amazing start into Zerocon
Thank you.
26. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. But we're not here to sing. We're here to celebrate and to work and do everything we can for an inclusive world, and the next 3 days will be packed. Who's excited for Zerocon 26? Let me hear you. Amazing. My name is Andreas Onea. I will be with you together with my 2 lovely colleagues, Emily Flores and Jetne Bersch Nigusia Mola. Give it up for them as well.
It's such a pleasure to be here with you all. My name is Emily. I am a journalist and the founder of Cripple Media.
I will try to give you my mic.
Thank you. For
Teamwork.
having some mic issues. So my name is Emily. I am the founder of Cripple Media and a journalist. And I'm so excited to be here with you all.
Good morning. Hello. Thank you and welcome to Zerocon 2026. My name is Jetne Bersch Nigusia Andreas. I was so impressed.
I tried
by
it.
Amazing, you made it.
First try.
So I have the most difficult name in the world, but you can call me Yeti.
That's
So
better.
I'm so happy to join you all the way from Nairobi, but I am originally from Ethiopia, and I call myself, I'm a prominent citizen, a global prominent citizen. Nice to see you all. Welcome. Wow.
Yeti, I think we have our first speaker.
Oh. Amazing. Okay. We are so lucky and we're extremely privileged to be here. We have so many people who wanted to be here, but who cannot be here. Can you give a big applause for yourself for making it here today with us? This is fantastic. Exactly. This is fabulous. Amazing. We have around 1,600 people in record. Oh my goodness. This is a huge number. But behind all this presence, we want to start the day with a very special keynote from our Excellency, Mr. John Brandilino, who is our Acting Director General. And we are in the UN. This UN compound, since I am also part of the UN, has been really our safe space to meet, change, challenge, innovate, and enlighten the rest of the world. This is the powerhouse we take all our ingredients for the global solutions, for the global problems, towards a zero barrier world for everybody. We're extremely humbled and extremely grateful for having this space inside the United Nations, where we are counted, where we are valued, and where we are heard, embraced with love and dignity. So without a further ado, we want to start this special event with a keynote from His Excellency, Mr. John Brandolino, who is the Acting Director General for the United Nations Office in Vienna. Please help me welcome him warmly. Warmly. Thank you. I don't hear you. Welcome him warmly. This is our gracious host, the United Nations Office in Vienna. Thank you so much. The floor is yours, Mr. Brandolino.
Thank you, Yeti. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to Vienna. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends and colleagues, good morning, everyone. It's a real pleasure to join you today at this annual Zero Project Conference, a gathering that the UN office in Vienna has been proud to support for many years. Some of you may remember our previous Director General, Ms. Ghada Wali. She was a passionate advocate for disability inclusion and a regular speaker at this conference. This work was close to her heart, and we are glad to continue the tradition and to reaffirm our commitment to advancing the right and dignity of people with disabilities. I would, of course, like to extend our appreciation to Mr. Essel and the Essel Foundation for their visionary leadership in continuing to grow this platform. Martin, year after year, you create a space to showcase new ideas, expand this community, and inspire lasting change, and we are very grateful. This year's conference also comes at a symbolic time. 2026 marks the 20th anniversary of the adoption of the Convention of the Rights of the Persons with Disabilities. The convention was and is a landmark treaty. It was the first legally binding international instrument to set clear standards for the rights of people with disabilities and provides countries with concrete framework for living up to those rights every day. Today, the convention stands as one of the most widely ratified human rights treaties in history, with 193 states parties. Most countries have adopted legislation prohibiting discrimination against persons with disabilities. They've enacted laws and regulations supporting access to assistive technology. And they've increasingly reflected disability inclusion in their national development plans, education systems, and employment frameworks. We have indeed come a long way, but we cannot take this progress for granted, especially as we are living in a world of rapid change. Technology, especially artificial intelligence, is moving forward at extraordinary speed. It holds immense promise, but it also poses great risk. Meanwhile, crises and natural disasters are becoming more frequent and more destructive. Yet persons with disabilities are too often overlooked in emergency and risk management plans. That is why the themes of this year's conference on accessibility, ICT, and crisis response are so timely and so important. And the list of awardees is indeed impressive, with 163 projects put forward from 68 countries. From AI-powered applications and translation tools, supporting people with a hearing or visual impairment, to disaster preparedness models and 3D printed prosthetics, just to name a few. What truly stands out is the creativity, ingenuity, and commitment to human dignity behind each of these projects. You, the innovators, the practitioners, the advocates, the entrepreneurs gathered here, are showing that accessibility is not a constraint on innovation, but a developers. As cities modernize and become more connected, accessibility must be embedded from the very fonts and recovery plans. Because the principle of this, dear participants, the UN office at Vienna is working to move from accessibility upon request, enhancing video and sound quality, provides valuable support to colleagues, access to justice, and partnerships with governments, civil society, foundation, highly valued forums such as partnership with the ESSO Foundation, partnership in the coming years. Ladies and gentlemen, as we reflect on the 20 years of the convention celebrated this week, as we strive for the Vienna International Center, and I wish you a productive and inspiring conference.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Brandolino, for an incredible round of applause for Mr. Brandolino, shall we? This next speaker is someone that I had found when I just of British Vogue in 2023. Sinead Burke brought a catalytic voice and her leadership millions of people to see. She does this even more bold in stories and who gets to reshape narratives. And for little me and for so many, Sinead Burke represents what happens when disabled about innovation in the future. And Sinead represents all of this. She represents the next generation to lead who is in the room and who gets to make decisions. Please do us.
By crying and being emotional. I'm CEO and founder of Tilting the Lens. I'm a white cisgendered. I'm wearing a custom navy Gucci jacket, black everybody else. A moment to thank all of the people who have made today possible. Time, energy, and commitment, and the wider team that have made. I'm going to try and do the inaccessible thing of hold. 2.5 years ago, I founded Tilting the Lens. We are in Germany, Spain, the UK, and Ireland, north and south. We are a majority disabled team, an all-female team, and we drive system change to create the conditions for disabled people to be successful, have the right to work, but disabled people should all product and service design. But what does that lead those through an intersectional lens comply? So how do we create buildings that are accessible? In London, to be thinking about how a $15 billion is in supporting the employment of disabled people, is that the definition of disabled? But what about if you get promoted and move to France? All of a sudden, the company and the country has illegal options. So why aren't we ambitious to think about either a regional? We know as fact that many definitively to solve for, to ensure people do not fall through the cracks. And lastly, in product and service design, whether it's fashion, I'll tell you more about that later, or whether it's thinking about how do we design bank statements for people with intellectual disabilities and neurodivergent, so that not only can they engage with their bank statements independently or with assistive technology, but that it creates the pathway for them to think about getting investments, getting mortgage, getting financial interdependence. Research, strategy, design, policy, and training. But one of the things I'm really interested in is how do we make sure, first white paper, which I will show you in just a moment, which you can download. But just in thinking about this process of working together, maybe just a note, and I'll do this at a very high level, but looking forward to talking about it over the next 3 days. We don't use the framework of universal design. We don't use the framework of inclusive design. We use the framework of human-centered design. The reason why we don't use universal design is that of the 7 principles, none of them create a criteria for the aesthetic of what is being created. Which when we think about the design of accessible bathrooms, perhaps if you can raise your hand, how many of you have ever been in a... Because when we design for disabled people, we never think about their dignity or the idea that they might want a space that is beautiful. In thinking about inclusive design, the notion is we design for one and we extend to many. But what about if we just have to design for one? How do we build flexibility and dignity into our processes from the very outset, centering that individual end user? And human-centered design is thinking about all the barriers that exist and the opportunity for greater innovation. I mentioned the white paper. On screen, there's a screenshot and a QR code, which can be available for you now and or later. We engaged with over 150 disabled people across the world to understand what is it that they need from designing, both in terms of products, in terms of clothes and footwear. Some of the baseline statistics that we received was 91% of disabled customers report that they would buy multiples of an item if it was accessible. That idea that disabled people, should they have the economics to do so, create customer long-term lifetime value. but also that 94% of disabled people shop online because retail is still deeply inaccessible. Within this white paper, we have also open sourced and developed our framework, which you can use. But this is physical spaces and transport are deeply inaccessible, and we expect disabled people to do the emotional labor and the physical labor that is required because we are listening. There's bias and leading questions, and there's a failure to enable people from developing nations. With disabled people, at Tilting the Lens, this is the model that we have developed. Must be mandated that we leave nobody access in place. Access should be proactive. We should be creating new economies for disabled people, even in areas where, for example, it should be constantly reviewed with the right people in the room to ensure the progress occurs. Everybody in this room and those who are watching online, unpick and redo the ableism that lives within all of us. As we think about progress, this is my lift our ambition of disabled people. And to not just think of disabled people as lived experience is intellectual property. And if we in this room are not creating the pathways for disabled people,
Impressed by the young generation shaping the future. I swim in circles. I'm a Paralympic swimmer. And what I've learned in sports is it's not important to make a big splash, even though as swimmers we do that. It's not the right time. Started before it was. He was the one who worked with people with disabilities in his business. He trusted that it's the right path, and many disabled people in leadership with zero barriers. It's not just a slogan for Martin, it's his compass, it's the vision to his heart. So let's welcome with
Wow. Thank you so much that you all arrived safely to Vienna. Thank you so much. She is always with me, and not to cry about situations in the surrounding world with zero barriers. Ladies and gentlemen, warm welcome words. 18 years ago, and quite honestly, we only had but not see me. I'm Martin Essel, the initiator of the Zero Project. He has wearing glasses, thankful that the partnerships, more than 10,000 inclusion, and on concentrating on innovate. Despite all the darkness and all the gloom looks like. And these are you and this special room in the premises of the United with you. With that, it is my great here in Vienna and to those part of this community. This knowledge is shared and partnership, our journey 18 make inclusion possible. This print in technology and in our community, innovators advocate the globe. This room now is joined more recently, and the next generation partners, program partners of your role and position, you all are part of this, and the Zero Project take an important part of the UN mission. The Director General Brandolino office at Vienna marks an important solutions, have research circle, we with people like you, encourage them to show to Sinead Burke, finding the inherent power of accessibility. 100 experts review impacts and Zero Project Awardees, and include, you will discover in the next 3 days, a link foundation so everyone can fully participate. ICT and its massive potential, and to enable and scaling time in our research. Now, in very direct terms, if persons with disabilities are the first to die in disasters, then it is not a law of nature, but it is a political failure for all of us, persons with and without disabilities. There will be moments when progress feels slow, when the challenges ahead seems too large. Systems might not be inclusive, but they are human-made. It's built to survive the storm. Over the next few days, you will meet people from around the globe who turns idea into action. You will discover solutions that change lives across every sector. The wind be strong, because the community was built to fly. Thank you.
Thank you, Martin Essel. We are really excited to have the next 3 days together and to make the most of it. Of course, we changes some amazing things that the team has. Tim Weiss to the stage. Welcome.
Woo!
Thank you, Andreas. Thank you, Andreas. Look around you, amazing. I'm going to put down some things and they'll become very evident why I'm putting these down very soon. Sinead, I love what you said. Lived experience is intellectual property. So let's turn to our sign language interpreters and thank them for their lived experience, for making this conference accessible. Please, a round of applause. But look around you. Yes, we mentioned you're here, you made the journey. But you know what? You didn't arrive at the United Nations alone. There are people at home watering your plants. There are persons who are taking care of caretaking roles. There are mentors, there are colleagues who are perhaps answering your emails, doing your work. There's a whole tribe, community, and collective behind you being here. You being here, it's not you as an individual. There's a whole team, a gang, and a community behind you, the backbone of your work. And you know who these individuals are. So therefore, the one thing I will ask of you today, and I'm probably going to be the only speaker who will ask you to take out your phones now, to think of that one person who you're thankful for, who enabled for you to be in this room, and to write them, to tell them, thank you. I'm thinking of you. I'm here in the United Nations. I'm thinking of you. Thank you for everything you do. And you know what? Over the next 3 days, I will come and I will check your phone. You'll have to show me those messages. So you might ask yourself, who is this person who wants to see my text messages? Well, hello. My name is Tim Weiss. And as the Director of International Affairs and on behalf of the entire Zero Project team, I just want to share our humble humility that you are here. We're a small team, and we sometimes ask ourselves, how do we do this? How does everyone show up here? And we're truly humbled. We do not take this for granted. So from us, a big, 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 big thank you. Now, allow to indulge you in a little metaphor. Over the next 3 days at the Zero Project Conference 2026, we're going to turn Zerocon 26 into a city. So the metaphor is a city. What does a city need? A city needs infrastructure, people who make it work. And look around you, you'll see our volunteers in the green volunteer vests who are doing exactly that. And I have a new best friend I would like to ask onto stage. I just met her 5 minutes ago. Lana, please come on stage. Lana, like myself, is very nervous at the moment. But perhaps you want to say a word or two to our wonderful audience?
Yes, sorry. So my name is Lana, and although I'm not, I guess, too knowledgeable about the experiences that many may have, I'm really grateful for this opportunity to learn about it a lot more, and hopefully my generation can also achieve that world with no barriers and make it entirely inclusive for everybody.
And we at the Zero Project, we're absolutely intentional of having volunteers like Lana from the Vienna International School, because we believe all of your work, if the next generation doesn't carry on, is quite frankly useless. We need the young generation here in the room. And you know what? When you were 16 or 17, did you take time off from your vacation and come and volunteer at the conference? Probably not. They all did. Every single Vienna International School student has vacation this week and is here in the room helping you. So please, a warm applause for them as well. We talked about volunteers. What I'm holding up here may seem just like a normal vest, but it's a testament to prioritizing people over speed. These vests were hand-sewn and made in India by an inclusive and adaptive fashion collective called Multiply. And I see a gentleman in a green shirt and some ladies in wonderful saris. Mehul, Ruju, Brinda, stand up, Mehul. They're here in the room. Please ask them the story behind this. There are young women who are deaf who are trained to sew these wonderful vests. If you scan the QR code, you'll see a wonderful video about how these are made. So we wanted to really be mindful how we spend our money, where we spend our money, and that it goes to disability-led businesses. So please go out, see the Multiply stand, and thank our volunteers who won't have all the answers, but always the right attitude. So thank you again for all of our volunteers. Do you hear that? It's not Santa Claus. What I'm holding here is a baseball, and it makes a sound, doesn't it? I hope it piqued your curiosity, and you're interested how blind baseball works. It's a fantastic sport, and we have wonderful kids who are playing blind baseball. And if you want to find out how blind baseball works, how they throw the ball, how they hit the ball, you're in luck. Today at 1:30, on the second floor, outside of Boardroom A, the meeting point will be outside of the M2. So I repeat, Wednesday, 1:30. Stop by to learn more about blind baseball. And let's see, Bob and Sahara in the room? Yes, no? They're outside because they're preparing diligently. So stop by for the blind baseball demo, because you know what? A city needs play, and that's something we want to also foster as well. Let's see, who of you likes gaming or is a gamer? Wonderful, very little hands, which is great, because that means all of you will become gamers once you go to the accessible gaming corner we have on the ground floor. So being able to see what accessible gaming looks like, how it works, we have a variety of gaming times. The first one starting at 11:30, so you can plan 11:30 gaming, 1:30 blind baseball, a bunch of wonderful things. And for those of you who know Mr. Essel, our founder, inclusive arts, inclusive culture is at the center of our DNA at the Zero Project. Any of you have ever had a Canon camera? A couple, yes. If you go left outside of the room, you're going to see an exceptional Canon photo exhibition. Truly inclusive and accessible, also for those who are visually impaired and blind. Go out and see these photos. Stunning. A museum within the conference, quite frankly. And we will have a variety of arts and culture-centered sessions, including 7 standalone Zero Project Art Awardees, which will have sessions throughout the days. We will have a wonderful keynote by Harold Bonney on Friday at 3 p.m. Arts throughout the 3 days, because a city needs arts as well. Na, Oida, was macht's da an der Ecke? You know, a city needs music as well. And you heard the beats, but do you even know who these people are? Ockman Reloops, come up, come up. So, let's go to the spotlight. I think we can see each other much better. So, Ockman, I see Markus. Who's Markus? What does he do?
I do Marcus and also Ogmer and many art things for the name of me.
I hear you like hip-hop, right? Is that one of your strengths?
No, I baseball, I dancing, I'm okay. I'm DJ, actor, and the next for half year FSC Kundenrat, and this is me.
Well, then I think we can cut down half of the speakers. Okma is everything. Relups, tell me a bit more about your DJ work.
Yes, I'm a music therapist originally, and I like music and producing, and so I started with Okma, a project also a part of the project Musical Assistance, where I have a label and I promote people with disabilities and help them to release their music and create their music. Thank you.
I say not this. We have make a vinyl platinum, and also have posters and stickers. I have, and we are to album release.
Our golden LP will come.
Okay. Yes. All right.
And since you opened up the conference, Markus, I would like to also get our moderators in. So we all have a nice, almost photo moment. And there are so many stories behind Emily, Andreas, and Yeti, which we could tell. We would love to tell you, but we're also mindful of time. And we have a fantastic keynote coming up in this very room at 11 a.m., which is going to be in 4 minutes. There's a gentleman by the name of Nico Langmann. And if you haven't heard the name before, trust me, you'll know the name after. So, Emily, Andreas, and Yeti, I will ask the audience to approach all three of you over the next 3 days. 3 moderators, 3 days, so you can split it up. You take maybe Andreas on Wednesday, Emily on Thursday, Yeti on Friday, and ask them, who are you? What connects you to the Zero Project? These are not strangers. There are real stories behind why they're here. We didn't flip a coin and said, hey, this guy, you know, only one arm, but that will do. No, there's a reason why they're here. There's a reason why they're here. Ask them about it. And Markus, danke dir. Relapse, thank you. This was the opening ceremony, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for everyone. For those of you who don't know the drill, 4 parallel events at any given hour. So starting at 11 a.m., we will have a keynote in here, M1 with Nico Langmann. There will be other sessions in M2, in M3 and the fireside chat. The agenda is online. It is also printed. Choose your theme, choose your interests. And for those of you who want to celebrate wheelchair tennis and accessibility in sports, don't go anywhere. Stay in this room. We'll be right with you with a keynote of Nico Langmann in a couple of minutes.
The Zero Project is a global initiative to find and share innovative solutions that remove barriers for persons with disabilities. On behalf of the Essel family, Georg Valguni composed the Zero Project anthem. In this video, you will see the White Hands Chorus Nippon perform the anthem at the Zero Project Conference 2024 at the United Nations office at Vienna. Children with and without disabilities in this choir beautifully bring to life the Zero Project mission of creating a world with zero barriers.
If you see me, take
Don't worry. Okay.